Hi everyone. I'm here to discuss with you the importance of continuing on to college straight out of high school. Stop living paycheck to paycheck. It's not worth it. It costs you stress and it costs you happiness with your family. And it's just, it's really not worth it. If you go straight from high school on to college, the difference between the pay of those who continue from high school on to college and those who take some time off is ridiculous. It is so much more money that you could have had in your pocket to pay for a mortgage, for tuition for your kids. It's just definitely more beneficial for you. A degree is basically a pay raise for those of you who want to make more money in a job that you love without having to worry about getting 10 cents here, a quarter there, a nickel there. Um, you will benefit financially from having a degree versus those who do not have a degree. Most jobs require you to have a degree in order to advance on. I know personally for myself, I have ran into that situation several times in different companies. Currently, the company that I'm in, I am very qualified to go into a higher position. I know how to do the job, I've been trained for it, but because I don't have a degree, I am being held back. Even though I have an associate's degree, they want a degree from a 4-year college. So I'm continuing my education that I might get that degree and go on to a higher paying position because happen to love the company that I work for. I've also worked for other companies like a casino. I was making great money. I was making about 21.80 an hour, and because of the fact that I didn't have my degree, I wasn't able to go on to a supervisory position. And in a supervisory position, I could have doubled my pay, which would have helped me immensely. And I'm sure those of you who could be doubling your pay, it would help you guys towards paying for a mortgage, going on that vacation that you want to go on, to spending more time with family. According to study.com, the average person without a degree makes less than half of those with a degree. And you can follow my information on my PowerPoint on page 4. So if you make less than half of what you're currently making or what you could be making, wouldn't it make sense to work towards that degree so that way you can be making more? Well, there's some advantages and disadvantages with the fact of waiting and going to college right after high school or to college, um, going to college later, years later. The benefits of going to college after high school is the information that is learned is still fresh in your mind. The average time to complete your degree straight out of high school is about 4 years, and that's on average just to get a bachelor's degree, a general bachelor's degree. Of course, associates of arts, they usually figure about 2 years. Depending on how you learn, what you remember, it could take a little bit longer. But on an average, it's about 4 years. And during that 4 years, you can make over $1 million more over your lifetime of working. $1 million more than if you were to come straight out of high school and go into a job. So that's a pretty big difference. Now, for those of you that are thinking about waiting and going off and seeing the world a little bit, the cost of waiting is one, that $1 million that you just gave up freely. And if you think about it, that $1 million is a lot less than what you're paying on your tuition for college. So you just threw away that $1 million. Another issue with waiting to go to college is that the information that you had, that you studied, that you had fresh in your mind right out of high school is not as fresh in your mind. So therefore you have lost information coming a couple years or a year later down the road. And then your career advancement is at a standstill. So that's preventing you from moving forward and sticking with a company that you love rather than bouncing from minimum wage to one that pays a quarter more an hour. You're actually just stuck at the same position that you always were before, and you're not going to be going up the corporate ladder. And you can see this information on page 6 if you follow along on my PowerPoint. The bottom line is staying in school is really more beneficial for you than going out and seeing the world. I think also from study.com it was saying that if you go on to earn your master's, you could make $4.4 million versus $1.2 million of coming out of high school. So to me, it's well worth it to continue your education, learn what you can, advance in your field, and if you decide, heck, I don't like this career that I'm in right now, you have a degree and you have experience to go on to a different career. You are not stuck in that same position with minimal opportunities. You can take what you learn from the company that you're in and go on to something else and learn more. So you're getting to experience life. You're getting to have the benefits of the finances to go on that vacation that you wanted to pay for your kids' college tuition, to pay for that mortgage, rather than studying and going out and experience life from straight out of high school. You get to experience life while having the finances to back you up. I hope this convinces you to stay in school. You understand that the benefits that will pay off in the end for all your hard work. Have a great day.